Hi everybody and welcome to this week's weekly free instant tournament on BBO, where we have a look at my thought processes and see if they're worthwhile following and learning anything from as we go through this boards. You see board 1, 2, 4, 6, 7 hearts. To the ace, king, queen, they're quite good. The king of spades, we don't know if that's worth it at the moment. King of clubs is, but pretty much in any bidding system in first position, this is a 1 heart opening bid. So 2 hearts from West says that they've got 5 spades and a 5 card minor suit. That doesn't say that in the explanation, but that's what it means, Michael's. 9 plus total points, and this hand's gone to 4 spades. Right, what are we going to do here? So, do we think we're going to beat 4 spades? I don't think so. I think I'm unlikely to lose a trick win with the king of spades. The ace would have to be in the east hand, they'd have to take the finesse. It's much more likely the ace is in the west hand. Should have more spades. So the finesse is likely to succeed. It seems like they won't have many hearts. This hand only got 3 cards outside its 2 suits. So, and this hand, east, well, they're a passed hand. So they must have a fair number of spades. So it's quite likely they're in a 5-5 fit. And the minor suit looks as though it's been all right. My partner was a passed hand as well. So let's see what happens if I bid 5 hearts. I'm going to lose a spade because even if there is a finesse, they won't finesse when they're defending. I'm hopeful of making 7 heart tricks. Make the 8 clubs, that the king of clubs, then that makes my 8th trick. 8th, which would mean so I'm going to have to bid 5 hearts. So that means I would be 3 off, which they're going to double me, obviously. Double not vulnerable is 500, which is more than the 420 that they might get for 4 spades. I need 1 more trick though, and then I'd be at 300, which is less than 420. So the simple rule is, assuming you're going to be doubled, if, as is here, the vulnerability is equal, i.e. you're both vulnerable, both not vulnerable, you can afford to go 2 down. If you're not vulnerable and they're vulnerable, you can afford to go 3 down. Their game's worth 600 and 3 down by you is only 500. But if you're vulnerable and they're not vulnerable, you can only afford to go down 1. Their game is only worth 400 and something, and 2 down double vulnerable is 500. So it's fairly easy to remember. Unfavorable vulnerability, you can only afford to be 1 down. At equal vulnerability, you can afford to be 2 down. And at favorable vulnerability, you can afford to be 3 down. So here, it's difficult to see. The partner should have something, because these 2 passed hands, they're probably about equal. Even if we give this hand an opening hand sort of thing, 12, 13 points, that still leaves 10 points between these 2. Well, I think if it were, once again, if it were imps, teams type scoring, I might bid 5 hearts, because even if I went 4 down, that doesn't lose many imps. Whereas if they're making, if I choose to pass and they're making 4 spades, then I'm losing a lot of imps. But at match points, generally doesn't play to go for close sacrifices. We want to see if we can, I think we want to see if we can beat 4 spades. So I'm going to pass. We probably won't, but there's no guarantee that 5 hearts would be a good save. Something like that. So the robot doesn't play the sensible system, which is on the lead of the king, you give counts so that I know how many are catching. There's probably only one or none hearts cashing, but let's see what we've got. One. Now, I seem to be encouraging. The king of spades is badly placed. I've got the king of diamonds. Well, what we're going to do? Spades could be breaking badly for them. East only has 3. And if partner's got the king of diamonds, they're pretty much always going to make it. Question is, should I now lead the club? In the hope the partner has the ace or the queen. I think I should, because if the robot's got ace queen, which is the disaster, if the East robot has ace queen, and so I don't get the trick. I don't think I was getting the trick anyway, because if I lead something else, the robot's going to win, draw trumps, take the diamond finesse, and when partner leads the club towards my king, the robot's going to go up with the ace. So I may as well try and see the ace of clubs, and the club comes back. Right, if partner has the king of diamonds, then probably going to make it anyway. I think I'm going to play a heart and make them rough and dummy, because I think partner had 4 hearts, then there should have been some kind of little spark out of him. So I'm going to leave the queen of hearts, and my partner knows I've got the ace. I think this hand will have to follow. Yeah. Now they're going to draw trumps. I didn't bother taking the finesse. My king was dropping. And so they didn't have a convenient way back to their hand. Right. I'm going to try 5 of hearts away. 2 of diamonds. 6. I will take the king if I can. Right, good. So we beat it. So we were right not to sacrifice. I don't think we've got any more tricks here. Robots never claim. And we only get, because we were making 5 hearts. We were making 5 hearts, so it wasn't good. It wasn't a sacrifice. But I don't think I'm the one that should be deciding 5 hearts. Partner needs to have a say, and partner had quite a nice hand in support of hearts, especially knowing that I had 5. But oh, right, moving on to board 2. We have our 14 points with 5 diamonds and 4 hearts. So we're going to start with a diamond. Spade from the opponents, 2 diamonds from the opponents, which says they've got good support in spades. Double from me probably just says I've got rebiddable diamonds. Whereas what I really wanted to say is that I've got some hearts as well. Do I have enough to bid 2 hearts from a partner's a passed hand? I think I will, just so my partner knows I got it. Shouldn't think I got too many points when they're doing all this bidding. But so they've gone to 3 spades. I'm going to pass. The 2, that should be from 4 to something, hopefully an honour. Perhaps not. The queen appears from here. This could be 4 to the 10. which would give this hand king, queen, X, and they could afford to throw the queen. So I don't think it's worth carrying on with hearts. I'm going to see what happens on the ace of diamonds. Drop the king. Right. So we've cashed that trick. Well, no point in playing any more diamonds. I might as well now play a heart, I expect. To appear there. I don't know anything else to play other than that. And therefore 3. A low diamond comes. We're expecting this to have 4 diamonds. So we're low for now. 3 of clubs. Ace. The spades. Well, I can afford a diamond. Not gets that trick. No, I think I'll throw the heart now. Not looking good at the moment. Oh, that does look good. It looks very good. 100% for beating 3 spades, 2 tricks. Well, people got it 1 off. So they're only in 2 spades. So we drove them up a 2 heart bid. They chose not to bid 2 spades by bidding the clubs on the way. They got themselves up too high. Right. This is, as you can see, at 15 points with a nice couple of 10s. So it's quite a nice 15, but it's 4-3-3-3, which is an unproductive shape. So all in all, it's worth its 15 points. So I'm going to open 1 no trump, which is the robot's range, 15 to 17. Actually, I was playing 12 to 14. I might open it 1 no trump because it's 4-3-3-3. And I don't want to turn too strong. So here we are. 2 diamonds and partner, transfer to hearts. Now I think the robot will think 2 no trumps is a maximum and a 4-3-3-3 shape. Let's just have a quick look. 2 no trumps, yeah. See that it says super accept, support, maximum. So 4th, no, it would play for this shape of hand. It would say I had 17 high card points and I've only got 15. So I'm just going to have to bid 2 hearts here. You should definitely play super accepts when you've got 4. When the no trump bidder has got 4 cards in the major to which partner is transferring, you should break the transfer. My view is that you should bid 3 hearts with a minimum, which is normally 12 if you're playing 12 to 14, and then make another bid with that for something that's better than the minimum. So, and 2 no trumps you would make with 4-3-3-3-3. But then there are a number of other systems people play where they've got some people bid their shortest suit, their doubleton. Some people bid their other 4 card suit, because if they're not 4-3-3-3, they will have another 4 card suit. I prefer to bid where my points are, but there are various schemes if you that big fit. But and you always bid 3 hearts if you've got 4, because even if partner's an absolute minimum, then the opponents, if you've got a 9 card fit, the opponents at least have an 8 card fit, and you're stopping them finding out about that. So here we go. We may be losing some spades. Some hearts rather. We won't lose any spades. We're losing 2 diamonds, and we may lose some clubs. We'd like to get the opponents to play clubs if we can, so that's got to be the aim. So they've got Queen Jack 10 of hearts, so unless they're splitting 2-2, so we've got 9 hearts, so they've got 4. They can split 2-2, 3-1, or 4-0, or we can see that not 4-0. Just win that one. I don't expect to play the diamond because that will probably mean they'll play some more clubs, some more trumps. Let's try the 2 of diamonds. Robot normally go up with an honor in that position. But, oh, well, they've played clubs for us, which is what we really wanted to happen. As the king. So unless the next round of clubs is getting roughed, quite a good position now. Clubs. It's not getting roughed, so there we go. Let's draw another round of trumps. They weren't. To 2-2. So we've always got another trump to lose, so we're never making game. I'll just rush the diamond now. Give up the last trump. Right, I've got 3 spades and a trump. So I can claim +1. And that's worth 60%. There's obviously a few people, pretty much everybody's doing that. There's just a few people bid too high or bid the wrong suit. So here we go now. 3 passes round to me, but I've got an 18-point hand, but I don't have enough to open with a 2 clubs strong bid, and I'm too strong for, not a very nice 18, but I'm too strong for 1 no trump. I'm going to bid 1 heart for now. 2 hearts, right? Okay, I don't think we need to think too much here. No trumps can't be right with diamonds unprotected. They've got 6 points, we've got 18. No, we should just big game here. I mean, there are some, 80% of the time we're going to make game here. And this looks like those 80%. Just play the king, just force a habit, because from ace, king, queen, the king is the most deceptive card. Our only worry now will be if trumps are 4-0, because all we need to do is to rough one of these spades in dummy. We're going to lose 2 diamond tricks pretty much whatever we do, and we could try and avoid losing a spade. But there are some chances here. If we could set up a long diamond, 2 long diamonds, if they're 3-3, then throw a spade. We can actually throw another spade away, can't we, on the club? So that's going to be sensible, and rough 2 spades. Let's see if we can draw trumps in 2 rounds. We've got all the big ones, so let's see what happens. All right. The difficulty is going to be getting back to our, right, I think I'm going to take a chance here on, I'll have a difficulty getting back to my hand, second spade rough. If, oh, well, there we go. But by doing that, if hearts and hearts weren't 2-2, they were 3-1. So I'm just going to make the contract, as would always have happened. And I can claim that on. People shouldn't be making overtricks here. So I couldn't have drawn trumps, then played the clubs and thrown a spade away and rough 2 spades because I wouldn't have had enough trumps left. So 57.1, once again, it's the standard. and then there's just a couple of outliers. But there wasn't much else we could do about that. Right. Another nice big hand with 20 points, balanced. Well, even the robot plays that as 2 no trumps. 3 no trumps. So partner won't have a 4-card major because the robot always uses Stayman if they have a 4-card major. But that's all right, our majors are held. What we're worried about is diamonds. So we'll pass 3 no trumps, hope our partner's got something in diamonds. But they're not leading them, the partner does indeed. 4 clubs as well, so hopefully we've got 4 club tricks. We should make 3 diamond tricks. Whatever happens. Notice here that the 4th round of clubs, I've got the 8 and I've got the 9 on table. So that's potentially a late entry to table, which if I lead the jack of diamonds and it loses to the king, and I get back in my hand with something, I can cash the 10 of diamonds, but I need an entry to the ace queen. So I'm going to find out if the 9 of clubs is going to be an entry early on, because that may affect the way I play other things. So they very nicely led a heart for me. When the queen is 8, might mean that they've got. So I'm going to look at the clubs, see if they're breaking through too. Looks good so far. So the 9 is going to be an entry, right? So now I can ace is right. So what does the trick 1 play mean? I think I'll try and eliminate the minor suits from the west hand and then throw them in with a spade to lead either a heart or a spade to my advantage. Looks as though I can manage that. So I'm going to, even if this hand has 4 diamonds, clubs goes 2 hearts from there. They played the 8 to start with. That seems like the king of hearts may be onside, but 9. I'm now going to play the queen of diamonds, throwing the 4 of hearts away. Right, we don't know who's got the 4, but I'm now going to lead the 9 of spades. I'm going to cover this card so that West didn't have to win because they didn't have the king. Right. Didn't have the ace rather. So the ace looks to be here. King of hearts looks to be there as well. They got it. Well, can't tell who's got exactly. So I'm going to play that and exit with the 10 of hearts and see if somebody has to give me a spade at the end. Now they've got have a little diamond. And a heart of the ace was that. They did have the ace of spades, they didn't take it. But 3 no trumps plus 1, 64.3%. So just a little above average. It's what most people are doing. Somebody managed plus 2. Quite a few people were held to 3. Somebody didn't bid it. Right, so board 6. This is a nothing 13 points, which you'd open 1 no trump in ACOL. But in the robot system, we have to open our better minor, 1 diamond, 1 heart there. Well, they're not limited, so we'll just show we've got 4 hearts in support of them. And they can decide how far we need to go, and that's as far as we need to go. So remember now we're switching around. So this is the declarer, and this is the dummy which the opponents can see. So looking at this hand, we should lose one diamond. We shouldn't lose any spades. We've got one or two hearts to lose, conceivably three even. And then we've got to see what clubs we can lose. But essentially we want to, we can play for either hand to be the master hand. Either we can play to ruff a couple of clubs in this dummy hand, or we can play to ruff a couple of spades in Declarer's hand. It's not clear which is going to be the better line yet. Probably the ace is going to be one and another diamond come back. So is there any particular hand with shortage of entries? I really want to be getting to my hand, so my hand. So I'm going to play the king to get the ace played. Oh, the ace of clubs. It's nice. Now the three of diamonds. So now, why the ace of clubs? Ruffing two clubs in this hand looks as though it may be better, and therefore I'm going to keep the entry to hand. They didn't do any bidding. This hand's turned up with the ace of clubs and ace of diamonds. So I suspect they don't have the ace of hearts. Should I? No, I'm going to play the four of hearts now. 10, queen. This hand could have ace jack 10, or they could just have ace 10, or they could have ace 10x because the robot. I don't think they have ace 10x because I don't think the robot would have played the 10 from ace 10x. X is the 3. Let's see. If they've got ace jack 10, they've got two tricks, doesn't matter what I do. I could, of course, have 10 jack doubleton in this case, and this one have the ace. Then they would have played the ace here. So I think the ace is there, as I said, and this hand would have had an opening bid. So and could it have ace jack 10 3? I don't think they'd have played the 10. They might have tried to stop me finessing there. It's possible the robot does silly things like that. I'm just going to go for ruffing two clubs. In my hand, right. Diamond stands up. I think it will. Right, now I'm going to play a club. Fours, rough. I don't think anybody's got a signal to the spade. Nobody's been doing anything fancy. So I'm going to put void fourth hand of spades and lead the 8 of. Right, so they have the jack as well as the 10. Did they have the ace as well? In which case we've lost nothing. Jack and 10 have gone, so all these are equal. I'm just going to lose a trick to the ace of hearts now. That is hand, so I've lost nothing. My line of play. There we go. 9 tricks in hearts, 85%. Over trick was worth a lot, as is often the case at pairs. Well, got us up to rank 3. And okay, board 7. Well, 14 points, but 6 spades and 4 hearts. Off the distribution. Shame our points are in our short suit, but we do have a void as well. So we can start with 1 spade. 2 spades from partner, so it's a minimum hand. Now we've got quite a lot of control. We've got a lot of controls here. So partner had king, queen to 4 spades. And king of hearts, heart shortage. We might be close to a slam, but I think it's sensible to settle for game here. Especially when over tricks can make us a lot of points. Right, so here we are. We're not too far off slam, but we could take the ace of diamonds and throw something away, but what would we throw away? A heart, I suppose. There's no rush to do that. We've got, we haven't got any club losers. We might get a discard on the 10 of clubs of a hearts to go with a discard on the ace of diamonds, but we'd still have a heart loser that we can't do anything about. So how are we going to play trumps? We could lead the if we can get dummy twice, we can lead, which we can. Yes, we can get with this ace of diamonds. Then we could lead the queen of spades and run it. If it's not covered, it should be covered. But then, and then when we get there again, we can play another spade and finesse against the jack. So we'd only lose 2 tricks if the king and jack were both on this side. The other line of play is to play the ace of spades and then lead towards the queen. But if they play low, you've kind of got to guess, do you finesse the 7, playing them for the jack, or play the queen, playing them for the king? You might think they would automatically go up with the king if they had it, but good players with king XX here, with the ace having gone, would play low to give us a guess. The robot generally isn't that good a player, but I might need 2 heart roughs in dummy, so that's got to be my priority. I think get rid of my heart losers. I don't think, you never know what the robot will do if you give them a chance to do something wrong. Hmm, 4. Do we think they've led away from the jack? Probably not. Maybe they've led away from the 9. Oh well. Right, so we know we can discard. We now know we can discard these 2 hearts on the ace of diamonds and the king of clubs if we can get to dummy. So here we are. We're back with that spade position, as I said, where you'd like not to be faced with a guess. Right, so the robots solve that problem. So this club doesn't get roughed. With the ace. The jack of clubs hasn't yet appeared. Ace of spades. So I think the jack of clubs would have appeared from there if that hand had it. So I think this hand has it. So there we go. That worked okay. Trump, heart, club, heart, and now we can claim the last 3 tricks. Making 11 tricks, and once again, making the over trick is probably a bit. Yeah, there we go. 75% if you made the over trick, 28% if you didn't. It's usually the case in teams. 5, 7, that's 12, 18 points. We have got some nice 8, 9s, 10s. Yeah. Do we want to treat it as 18 or as 17? Open 1, no trump. If we open 1, no trump, it's almost certain to get passed out. If we open a diamond, here a spade, and rebid 2 no trumps, are we going to be happy? Yes, and if we don't hear a spade, if we hear a heart, we'll be even happier. Yeah, so we'll treat it as that with a 18, 19. So we'll open 1 diamond, 1 spade. Now we can bid 2 no trumps, shows 18 to 19 high card points. 3 clubs is a new minor forcing. So this is a convention we don't come across very often in this country. Basically, I think they're a passed hand. There's no point really. I suppose it wants me to know if I got 3 hearts. That's what it wants me to know. Because if I bid 3 no trumps, it would deny 4 hearts. So I'm pinpointing a club lead for the opponents, but we'll do what the robot wants. There we are, we're in 3 no trumps, having told the opponents extra information. So I think the 3 clubs was a useless bid. It should have bid 3 no trumps. Oh, it's leading spades. Right, so we got 3 diamonds, 2 club, 3 diamond tricks, 2 club tricks is 7. It's 5, sorry. The ace of hearts is 6. And it looks like setting up spades is going to be best. 9's been led. Probably the king and queen are both offside, but we may as well look, see. We might get a heart switch here. Another club. Right. Do I want to duck this? I don't think so. I don't want to see hearts led from this side. I'm going to win with the king, just to tell East that I've got the ace and put them off. Now I'm going to try the 10 of spades and see. Robot probably isn't going to take this, but I'm going to play the 5. Give it a chance. It does. So the ace and jack are winners, and in fact, they're all those 3 are winners. So that seems a foolish thing for the robot's been done. Oh no, the 9 hasn't gone. The robot's still got the 9, hasn't it? I had the 10. So it still has the 9 to control the 3rd round of spades, because the West robot only had 1 spade. And this is what I keep telling you, just get used to thinking in terms of shapes. So when that's got 1 and I've got 2, then it's 5, 5. There's 10 cards, 5, 5. Robot had 5, so this hand had 5. So it's got 9xx left. But having won that trick, I'm going to play some diamonds. I'm still going to be faced with a decision as to which suit to play from table. we noticed they played 8 and 9 on the first round of diamonds. So let's play high-low. Let's play high-low. So I think they're indicating that one of them's got 4 diamonds and one of them's got 2. It's much more likely that this one has 4 diamonds. They both have some clubs. But, I've got to make 2 discards. I'm going to throw the 3 of hearts to start with. This one throws a heart, quite a high heart. Could be encouraging it. I don't think I'm going to have an end play against East to force him to lead into these spades. So I'm going to that. I'm going to get rid of my club this time. Right. Well, I'm still not home and dry. I'm going to leave the, as I thought, this one has 4 diamonds, but doesn't have any spades, may have some clubs. I'm going to put it in and hope that they have to lead hearts at some point. I'll throw my 8 of spades away. And they do have to lead hearts. Come to my 9 tricks. This is worth 57%, but actually I did miscount. The 9 of spades was led originally, so I could have cashed the 8 of spades. And then I might actually manage to come top because I think I then may have a squeeze. Let me see what would have happened if I'd had, if I remember correctly that the 9 had gone at trick 1. That's something I should learn to do better. Let's have a look at this last hand. So we'll go as it actually went. 9 of spades, queen, 6, jack of clubs, winning, 10 of spades. Robot shouldn't have done it. Now those spades are all good. Let's see what would have happened if I could have, if I can actually get even more. 3 of clubs, I won that one. Cash 1 diamond from my hands. I play 1 towards dummy, and I get the indication that this hand has 4 and this hand has 2 from their signals. Next, I cash the ace of spades. I'll throw 1 heart away for now. Then I cash the jack of spades and spades. I threw my club away. Now I went wrong. I'm thinking the 8 of spades wasn't a winner. So I'm now going to lead the 8 of spades, 3 of spades. Do I manage any more? So this hand here can't afford to throw a diamond, can't afford to throw a heart, has to throw the queen of clubs. Now they don't have clubs. But I'm really in the same position that I will only be 1 trick better off. I'll now play the diamond and I'll know that this hand doesn't have any more clubs to lead and will just have to lead hearts to me, and I'll make 1 more trick. So that was bad of me not to spot that. If I had played an over trick, that would have been, well, it would have been 92 because it would have been equals, but I would have been something like 30% better. Each hand is worth 12.5%, so I'd have been about 4% better off. So I still wouldn't quite have won. I'd still have been in second place. Anyway, I hope you found that useful. If so, please click the like button. I have heard from a couple of you who say that you play these hands after I've played them. Before I've played them, and then see how I did. And you've presumably done better on the first hand. Just to say that Kent, Surrey and Sussex Contract Bridge Associations are running some special events in support of Ukraine on Saturday the 2nd of April. There's a green-pointed Swiss Pairs event on Real Bridge that should raise quite a lot of money. Everybody's giving, the directors, etc., all giving their time for free. The EBU is not collecting any pay to play, so all the money is going to Ukraine. And there's also a 9 High event, as usual on a Saturday afternoon, but it will cost $6 to play, and BBO are cutting their fees in half there, so that will go to Ukraine. So I hope you'll support one of those events. You can find application forms on the Kent website, the usual address that I type at the end of events, and obviously you can still play in the 9 Highs on every Saturday. So I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you next week.